I'm hoping I'm speaking at the right time. My name is Kathy Sheelis. I live in Fanwood, New Jersey, and I wanted to talk about the deer management program. About a week or so ago, I found out about the program and how the deer extension was changed from 10 or 12 days to, I believe, 120 days. As a mother and also a new grandmother, we always used the Watchung Reservation. Our families used it, and I am very concerned with how the public is going to be impacted by a hunting season that has now been amplified from 10 or 12 days to 100 and I believe it's 120 days. I just wondered, I had asked this question earlier, not of this group. How are you going to protect the public? I understand about the arrows, the crossbows. I understand that they are razor sharp. I'm worried about the public. I'm worried about the children. I'm worried about the animals. I do understand that there is a deer overpopulation with the deer. I'm just wondering if this is an overkill. I don't understand why it has to be so immense. And I haven't been able to get a clear answer on what changes are being made, like at the Watchung Reservation, up by the stables, areas in people's backyards. And if somebody could just tell me why it has to be this big and this long, like how many deer do we really have to kill? I understand in previous years that, you'd keep a count. But now somebody explained to me that that's not the case, that you won't know how many deer are killed until the end. I don't know if I'm understanding this correctly, but it just doesn't make sense to me.
Once you're done with remarks, we'll make sure somebody addresses it. Just continue on with any remarks you have.
Well, one of the answers, I asked, how are you going to control this? And somebody from the county said, well, it's been done in other areas. And I understand it might be done in other areas, but Union County is very heavily populated. I believe it's the third highest population. So if somebody comes back and says, well, we've done it in Warren, I don't know if they've done it in the parks. I believe it's 10 parks. To me, parks are where we go for our recreation. And like I said, I do understand that there is a deer overpopulation with the deer. I'm just wondering, is this program really right for our county, and is it right for our parks? And how are we going to protect the children? And how are we going to protect the people who enjoy these parks? Okay.
Once you're done with your remarks, then we'll make sure we address it.
I'm done.
You're done? Okay.
I think so.
Thank you very much for your comments, Ms. Sheelis. Okay. You can take a seat, and we'll make sure somebody comes address it. Director Zuber.
Good evening, Mr. Chair. Through you, the 100 days is put in place to acquire a permit for that 100-day period. We are not hunting every day of those 100 days, and we are not hunting anywhere near playgrounds, trails. We're using professional marksmen who have gone through a test with certified state instructors. And I think the misconception is that people are running through the woods with bows and arrows. That is not true. These are bows handled by expert marksmen at certain times of the day. They won't be out there in the morning, and they won't be out there on weekends, and they're done at dusk. It would be foolish for any of us to even conceive that we'd be out there when there's families walking around and anything like that. It is a safe hunt that is practiced in most of New Jersey, and we're following what most of New Jersey has been doing with the bow hunt.
Thank you very much, Director. Any other members of the public?